Picture this: Michael Jordan, at the height of his fame, enjoying dinner with his teammates, showing off a $400 diamond ring. Everything seems normal, until, suddenly, the ring mysteriously disappears. What starts as a simple search turns into a suspenseful scene filled with tension, humor, and an unexpected twist. Want to know how it all ends? Stick around. Oh Fallen Glory will tell you everything. Come with us to dive into this story. Case of the $400 ring and the Great Search. It was 1992, and Michael Jordan, fresh off another stellar game in Chicago, decided to treat his teammates to dinner at a fancy downtown restaurant. As usual, Jordan was the center of attention, but that night something else stole the spotlight: a diamond ring on his finger. Though worth only $400, a modest sum for him, it was a piece he loved. Seated at the table, surrounded by laughter, Jordan slipped the ring off his finger to show Scottie Pippen and the others. "Take a look at this, Pip," Jordan said, holding the ring up. "Small, but classy, don't you think?" Pippen chuckled. "Too small for you, MJ. I thought you only wore stuff that screamed louder than your jump shot." The table burst into laughter, and Jordan played along, setting the ring on the table while grabbing a napkin to polish it. "You might be right, Pip. But sometimes less is more," he said, smirking. Dinner continued with stories, jokes, and gourmet dishes. Everyone was having a great time, until dessert arrived. That's when Jordan froze, scanning the table. "Wait a second. Where's my ring?" The laughter stopped. A hush fell over the group. "You're joking, right?" Pippen asked. "I'm not," Jordan said, standing up and checking his jacket pockets. "It was right here." Dennis Rodman, leaning back in his chair, grinned. "Maybe the ring decided it was tired of you, MJ. Wanted a fresh start somewhere else." That got a few chuckles, but Jordan wasn't amused. He looked around and made an announcement. "All right, listen up. I'll give $400 to whoever finds my ring." That turned the quiet dinner into a full-blown treasure hunt. Teammates lifted tablecloths, checked under plates, and even enlisted the help of the waitstaff. One player joked, "This feels like a bonus practice session. MJ, are we clocking overtime for this?" Meanwhile, Jordan began to suspect foul play. He turned to Rodman, who was sporting a mischievous grin. "Rodman, it was you, wasn't it?" Rodman threw up his hands in mock innocence. "MJ, if I wanted a ring like that, I'd turn it into an earring. I didn't touch it." Minutes passed and tension mounted. Jordan retraced his steps in his mind, wondering if he'd misplaced it. Suddenly, a waiter approached, holding something shiny in his hand. "Mr. Jordan, I believe this is yours," the waiter said with a nervous smile. Everyone leaned forward. There it was, the ring, glistening under the restaurant lights. The waiter explained, "It was caught in one of the napkin holders. Must have slipped off when you set it on the table." The table erupted in applause and laughter. Jordan, visibly relieved, took the ring and slipped it back on his finger immediately. He pulled out his wallet and handed $400 to the waiter. "Thanks, kid. You just saved my night." Rodman couldn't resist one last jab. "Hey, MJ, you should give him a Best Detective trophy, too." Jordan laughed and shook his head. "Good idea, Rodman. But next time I lose something, you're still my prime suspect." With the mystery solved and spirits lifted, the dinner continued with more jokes and stories. The ring, safely back on Jordan's finger, wasn't just a piece of jewelry that night. It became part of a story he'd never forget. Now it's time for our cultural moment. Don't leave the video. It's very important for you to know this. The evolution of basketball in recent years has been defined by the focus on three-point shooting. This trend, popularized by players like Stephen Curry and teams like the Golden State Warriors, has completely transformed the game's dynamics. In the past, basketball revolved around the paint, with big men dominating offensive plays. Today, the game is faster, more spaced out, and dynamic, emphasizing ball movement and accurate long-range shooting. This shift has created opportunities for versatile players who can perform across multiple positions. On the flip side, critics argue that the heavy reliance on three-point shots can make the game repetitive and less physical. However, this evolution continues to inspire new talent and attract fans, keeping basketball fresh and exciting. Do you prefer the modern style or miss the more physical game of the past? Anthony Davis and the $400 scam by the witty old lady. It was a rare day off for Anthony Davis, the Lakers star. Tired of the NBA pressures, he decided to roam downtown Los Angeles anonymously, wearing a cap, sunglasses, and a low-key hoodie. While walking, he spotted an elderly lady sitting on the sidewalk with a sign that read, "Need help with medical bills. God bless you." Davis's generous heart sank. He pulled out $400 in cash and approached the lady. Before handing her the money, she looked up and said in a raspy but charming voice, "Young man, you're an angel. May the heavens bless your kindness." Davis smiled shyly and replied, "It's nothing, ma'am. I hope this helps." The old lady grabbed his hand with surprising strength and, with a sly grin, added, "You know, I used to be a clairvoyant. I can see your future just by your noble gesture." Intrigued and amused, Davis responded, "Oh, really? What do you see for me?" The lady gave him a dramatic once-over, pretending to focus deeply, and said, "I see a unique opportunity. For just $400 more, I can unlock the hidden blessings of the universe for you." Davis, now suspicious, stepped back slightly. That sounds a little odd, but before he could think twice, the old lady let out a perfectly timed tear and sighed. "Ah, I understand. A busy young man like you must hear this all the time. Forgive me for asking too much." Moved by her Oscar-worthy performance and a mix of curiosity and pity, Davis relented and handed over another $400. The revelation. A few days later, while hanging out with his teammates, Anthony recounted the story. Everyone burst into laughter. LeBron James, tears streaming down his face from laughing so hard, said, "Man, you got scammed. That clairvoyant old lady is a local actress. She works for a prank channel on YouTube." Stunned, Davis decided to investigate. After a quick search, there it was. The viral video titled, "Scamming Celebrities: How I Got $800 from Anthony Davis." The video showed the old lady removing her disguise and celebrating, "The Lakers star is even more generous than I imagined." Anthony couldn't help but laugh. Though he'd been duped, he took it all in stride. To make up for it, he donated another $800, this time to a legitimate charity. And as for the old lady, she used the $800 to fix up her rusty old bicycle and named it Anthony in the player's honor. A fun fact about Anthony Davis is his nickname, the Brow. He's famously known for his iconic unibrow, which has become his trademark. Davis embraced this unique feature early in his career, even trademarking phrases like "fear the brow" and "raise the brow." Instead of letting it be a joke, he turned it into a symbol of his identity, making it a standout characteristic both on and off the court. To follow more stories like these, subscribe to the channel. Fall in glory. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you later, guys.